Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you read my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment, and I've got a link tree down below. It's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. A Department of Homeland Security memo was given to the New York Post that shows the extent that they believe the gang Tren de Aragua has infiltrated the U.S. The gang, which was unheard of until the Biden administration reopened the borders, has gone on a crime spree that no one seems to be able to stop around the nation. There are people that consider that this is a MS-13 on steroids. There have been deaths, hundreds of thousands of dollars stolen, and people put in danger because of this gang. The even worse part of all this is that it's only spreading with the actions of Merrick Garland's DOJ and Alejandro Mayorkas's DHS. With the violent group now in 16 states and D.C., it would seem that Tom Homan and Pam Bondi will have a tough road to clean up all the U.S. of its presence. I mean, it's dangerous, and folks need to watch out. Okay, in my Substack, I've got where you can look up this information. So, New York Post wrote this. The vicious Venezuelan prison gang, Tren de Aragua, has expanded its territory to at least 16 U.S. states, an area that includes half the America's population, the Post has learned. Homeland Security officials last week were warned in an internal Department Intelligence memo about TDA's growing presence across the country, most recently in Washington, D.C., Virginia, Montana, and Wyoming. The gang already has footholds in California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin, according to the memo and previously reporting by the Post. The gang has only increased its violent tendency as it spreads, the memo added. Tren de Aragua's arrival in the nation's capital and nearby Virginia coincided with increases in migrant populations there, the memo stated. As the population of Venezuelan nationals continue to increase, the potential for violent TDA migrants is highly probable, the memo warned. TDA members embedded themselves in the waves of millions of migrants who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border during the Biden-Harris administration. With no information sharing between the U.S. and Venezuela to detect the gang members, they were easily released into the U.S., according to U.S. Border Patrol sources. Further complicating this disastrous situation is a fraught relationship between the Biden-Harris administration and Venezuela's Maduro's regime, which refuses to accept deportation flights carrying Venezuelans from the U.S. back to the South American country. Okay, the Treasury released a press release. It's on the sanctions because of the gang. And it explains more about this gang. From its origins as a prison gang in Aragua, Venezuela, Tren de Aragua, which means Train of Aragua, has quickly expanded throughout the Western Hemisphere in recent years. With a particular focus on human smuggling and other illicit activities that target desperate migrants, the organization has developed additional revenue sources through a range of criminal activities such as illegal mining, kidnapping, human trafficking, extortion, and trafficking of illicit drugs such as cocaine and MDMA. TDA poses a deadly criminal threat across the region. For example, TDA leverages transnational networks to traffic people, especially migrant women and girls, across borders for sex trafficking and debt bondage. When the victims seek to escape this exploitation, TDA members often kill them and publicize their deaths as a threat to others. As TDA has expanded, it has opportunistically infiltrated local criminal economies in South America, established transnational financial operations, laundered funds through cryptocurrency, and formed ties with the U.S.-sanctioned Primeira Comando de Capital, a notorious organized crime group in Brazil. TDA was sanctioned today pursuant to Executive Order 13581 as amended by 13863 for being a foreign person that constitutes a significant transnational criminal organization. Additionally, the U.S. Department of State announced reward offers totaling up to $12 million for information leading to the arrest and or conviction of several TDA leaders for conspiring to participate in or attempting to participate in transnational organized crime. Look, I'm going to keep covering this gang just for the simple fact of we need to be made aware of where they are, who they're affecting, what all kinds of damage that they're doing to this country. I may not do it every week. I'm just going to cover it when I see something about them that I want to get out to you folks. But this is a dangerous organization, and we need to be made aware of it. If that border had not been opened out of a political temper tantrum, then this would never have happened. Joe Biden is responsible for every death that happens in this country because of this gang. Every crime that is committed. But hey, he'll never have a conviction against him. He'll never be brought before a court for his crimes. No. Instead, we're going to have innocent people killed, innocent people robbed, and these innocent people being trafficked. Why? Because it's a nasty crime organization, and the U.S. government, under this administration, allowed this to happen. So that's what we're having to deal with. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.